Paul's totally unofficial Kilauea Update. It's the morning of May 8th. Let's start with a bit of context. Here we've got an outline of the Hawaiian Islands, the state of Hawaii. Big Island in the lower right. As we go up to the Big Island, we've got Maui County, Maui, Kahului, Lanai, and Molokai, and then followed by Oahu, and then the upper left, Kauai, and Niihau. Here we see a map of the Big Island, and the red are the lava flows that have erupted in the last 1,000 years. The black line, everything to the lower right, is the big solid red area. Pretty much there is all Kilauea volcano, which is the youngest of the volcanoes. Most of the rest of the red is Mauna Loa lava flows, which have traveled long distances. And then way over on the left side, on the west, there's a couple of little lava flows over there. That was Hualala volcano. So we're talking mostly about Kilauea. Let's start with a simple bar graph, number of earthquakes per day. A couple of days ago, it peaked out at around 600 earthquakes, and the last couple of days, we've seen the rate drop down to about 200 yesterday. These are mostly small earthquakes, very small, magnitudes 1 and 2. This red line, it's vertical here a couple of days ago. That was the one big earthquake they had. That's measuring cumulative moment, which is there was a big shift in the land during that one earthquake. Most of the rest of these are just lava rock moving through the rift zone, breaking other rocks and spreading it apart and causing the earthquakes. Here's a plot of earthquakes in the last week by depth and color-coded by depth, and then by longitude from the left side here is up toward the summit, and the right is out on the rift zone. As we go along, you can see there's a few deep earthquakes under the main part of the volcano, and then out under the rift zone, there aren't any deep ones. They tend to get only shallow earthquakes out there where the lava is moving through the rift zone. Here's a tilt graph out near Pu'u'o on the east rift zone. We see the continuing to tilt downward, means that the Pu'u'o area is continuing to deflate. The lava is not gathering there, it's continuing to move out. And we see the same thing at the summit. The summit is tilting. A downward tilt means that the summit area is deflating. Again, the lava is not gathering there. It's moving out, still continuing out to the rift zone. A little more context. This is the GPS distance between two stations near Pu'u'o over the last year. And in general, you can see it was pretty constant. The eruption continued to center on Pu'u'o. And then in recent months, the GPS distance greatly increased as the Pu'u'o area inflated and pressure built and built and built until it had to break someplace. And that's when we saw the lava move down into the rift zone. Here you can see the points dropping off. And the same thing with two GPS stations near the Kiluaea Summit, although here the drop happened a little later and hasn't been quite as extreme as it was out at Pu'u'o. So it's a little bit of a delay between the two stations. So in sum, the eruption is going to continue. It's slowed down a little bit last few days, and we're going to see what happens next.